Volume 2, Number 6. Since the company finally went through its training, everybody was situated as the grand opening has finally arrived, and the ribbon cutting ceremony was approximately in 20 minutes. Grace and everybody was in attendance. It was really a warm event. Everybody was excited that it's finally grand opening. Everybody was going through an inspection with Steve and Mike as they were in their best and brightest outfits. Oh, I can't wait to see what this looks like in the pictures. As everybody was taking pictures, everybody's families were there at this exciting grand opening event. Wow, you look really great, Shirley. I'm so happy I'm here. It's so nice to see so many people, so many familiar faces, too. I've gotten to know all of you through training. The trainer decided to stay an extra day just to see the grand opening. Does everybody feel comfortable in their positions? Said Michael. Yeah, I feel good about this. I do. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. As Michael takes a final tour around the building and looks at all the new freshly paved sidewalks that were installed, he looks at all the fresh flowers that were also planted by the landscapers. He just loves the absolute delicacy that was put in place by the landscapers. He just takes a look at the new parking lot for the employees. Everything's done with such precision. Everything looks so good. He's talking to the janitors at night that work, to the security guard, Paul. He's gotten to know Paul pretty well. As Paul works, and he's going to hire another security guard to relieve Paul too. But Paul works only during the daytime. The secretary, Kelly, he's come to really like, and especially Shirley. Marcus, who's an African American, is a very nice man. He's from Kansas City. He's just recently moved in the last year to Branson. Is a very nice gentleman. As he gets to know each one of them, Karen Whitaker, also a young, fair-skinned black woman, is a very nice young woman from Springfield, Missouri, who also has recently moved to the area 2 years ago. She's the senior sales manager and trainer. Rachel Jones is a nice young white woman who is also very exceptional, very highly intelligent. Jane Crawford is a very exceptional woman. She's also a manager. And along with associates who are young people, Paul Jenkins is in his 20s. So is Mike Coyne, Melanie Stockholm, and Bethany Thomas. When he gets to talking to Gary Thompson, he realizes how respectful Gary Thompson is. As he's a senior, he's in his late 40s. The business managers and all the other people that he's getting to know as he gets to talking to each of them all have something to offer and are very interesting to meet and get to know. Lisa Ames is an assistant, and she also is in her 20s. Robert, also in his late 20s, and Barbara Sharp, who's also in her mid-20s, is an assistant. They all work underneath the sales associates, but they all work in the back office department. So as he gets to know each one of them personally, he says he has team meetings, and he's going to make it his priority to have team meetings on Tuesdays with his staff there at that building. So he goes back to his office and realizes that this is going to become a priority. Tuesday team meetings are going to be top priority. But he's going to have to make sure that somebody is in charge of this office. So he's going to have to make a move. He's going to have to hire somebody to take over this office. None other than Mike Carrington is going to be in charge of this office. It's the next bold move for Mike Smithton. So he calls Mike Carrington into the office. Hey, Michael Carrington, do you have a moment? Yes. Listen, you ready for it? You're in charge of this office. I'm sure you knew this was coming, but this is the last move. You're in charge. That's it? Yeah. Your pay raise is now officially, here it is. I'm giving you the handbook. I want you to look over what your pay raise is. You either say yes or no. You've heard this before, but this is it. This is the final step. You can't get any further than what I've already offered you. Give me a yes or no. Yes, Mike. You reached the top. This is your office. Welcome to your new office. This is my office? Yeah, you have your own office. You like it? I love it. You're in charge here. You don't even have... Somebody will take over your spot eventually. Oh my God. So I'm in charge here? Yes. This is your office. So I'm in charge of the rental office? Yes, you're in charge. I can't believe this. Thank you, Mike. And Michael, hug. You've done more for me than anybody. My own parents are going to hug you. You know, my wife is almost 4 months pregnant, and this increase and me buying a house and this, I don't know what to say, Michael. Just say yes. Just say yes. Just say, I'm going to say yes. Yes. Okay, well then, there you go. You got the office. You got the job. You are practically a CEO without being a CEO. You're in charge. You're in charge of operations here. Okay? I made the call here. Nobody else made this call but me. I made the decision to make you in charge. Thank you for everything you have done for me. Jolie thanks you. I know Jolie would be here right now hugging you. I know she'd be hugging me. You're my friend, too. You know, we've become friends in the course of all this. Yeah, we have, said Michael Smithton. We've become friends because that's what friends do for each other. They help each other. All right, so get used to your office. I got to go. I need you to sign that paperwork, by the way, that tax paperwork. So could you fill it out before I leave? Yeah, I'll be out in the front. I'll be in the break room. I'm going to have some coffee. I'll wait for the paperwork to be filled out, okay? It's on the table right there. Okay, you got it, man. Thank you. You're welcome. Michael just gave him the job of his life, a job that I wouldn't pass up. Right now, he's making $300,000 a year. That's quite a jump from $150,000 to now $300,000 a year. That's including his bonuses, including his benefits. That's how much value he is, how valuable Michael Carrington is to the company right now. That's why he pays him so much, because he's a valuable employee. So with his benefits and all his bonuses, he's that valuable. It's a huge move on Michael's part, but he's willing to take the risk because he knows his company depends on his expertise right now, because it's either sink or swim right now. and the rental company could go under, and they need somebody that is an expert at doing what he's doing, and he knows this business better than anybody. And all these new employees need somebody that's familiar with the business. And he's got all these brand new employees. They need somebody that's comfortable in their position. Just then, he gets a phone call from Monica Blanco. Hi, Monica. What's going on? Hey, I heard that you're looking for people that are interested in moving over to the new location. Yeah? I'd like to move over to the new location. You would? Yeah. What positions do you have open? Well, I need a manager. A general manager would be fine too. You're a general manager. I can move you into the general manager position. How about that? Okay. So you would be working with Marcus White. Okay. Can I come over now? Yeah. Come on over. I'll show you your position. Just wear the black and white uniform and your name tag. And just come on over. Who's going to take over my job? I'll fill your position. Don't worry about it. Just come on over. I'll cover for you. Okay. Thanks. So Monica Blanco calls from the Hollister location. She's on her way over. Michael, as much as Michael doesn't want to lose people, Michael wants to keep as many people familiar to the business, and he wants to bring some people, old people, to the new company because he needs some people that are familiar with the system. So Grace is in the back waiting for Michael. As they got done with the ribbon cutting ceremony, Michael was so busy talking to employees that he forgot about Grace. Grace, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I was so busy talking to employees. It's okay, Michael. I know you're busy, but we have to go. I got to take Michael I got to take him home. Okay, I understand. Grace, I'm so sorry. I just got busy with Michael Carrington. I just gave him the business to run. You did? He's running the business? Yes. He's in charge here. He's the top dog here. He's on top. Now I have to fill 2 jobs. I got Monica Blanca coming over here, so I have a couple of jobs to fill. Oh, wow. You're making some moves. Yes, I am. I know it's going to be like this for a while, Grace. I'm sorry. Do you want to stay for lunch? There's a park bench in the back. No, that's where all the smokers go. That's true. There's got to be something we can do. No, don't worry about it, Mike. Mike, why did you get Vanessa Harrington flowers? Are you seeing somebody on the side? What are you talking about, Grace? I bought her flowers because she decorated our place. Yeah, but you get flowers for somebody. It's a romantic gesture. Are you serious, Grace? Haven't you heard my story? How I got cheated on? I can't even believe you went there. Are you really going to go there right now on opening day? I mean, that's kind of uncouth on a day like today. Grace, maybe you should go home. We'll talk another time. I got things to do. I'll talk to you later. I'm quite offended by the fact that you didn't even ask me about something like that. After what I've gone through, after you knowing my story, how offensive that is. What I've done to survive what my partner did to me on my opening day. You know the risk I took for this company to keep my companies and my employees afloat. For you to say that, the reason I gave her flowers is because she helped my company, not because of a romantic gesture. I take offense to that. Grace, you're either for me or you're against me. if you're not for me, just take a walk. Stay in the cottage. See you later. Michael walks out the door. I can't believe it. Hey, Michael, do you got that paperwork? Yeah. Okay. All right. So you're going to be in your office? Yeah. Just get used to being in your office because that's sometimes the safest place away from your wife when your wife is rude. What do you mean by that? Well, my wife just went there. Oh, one of those moments. Oh, I know that. Oh, shoot. You too? Oh. And Michael walks back into the break room and sees that Grace has already left. Yeah. So, in the recourse of all this experience that Michael just had, Grace packs her bags up and takes little Michael and picks up Josiah from daycare and picks up Melissa from school and takes the 3 kids and leaves and goes to the cottage. And she leaves the other 2 kids with Grandma Yokoshoto. She talks to Grandma Yokoshoto and says that the kids have to stay with her for temporary. She's taking a break. She's taking a break from Michael. And the conversation goes like this. Grandma Yokoshoto, I'm taking a break from Michael for a while. I don't know how long I'm going to be gone, but I'm taking the kids. And I'm going to be at the cottage. If he wants to talk to me, he's going to have to change his ways. What do you mean? What do you mean, darling? What happened? Did you have a fight? What happened? Just take care of Elijah and Jenny temporarily till I can figure things out. I will. You got my promise. I'm not going to be gone. I'm just going to be at the cottage to think. Okay, you got it. I'll talk to Miss Jackson. I'll tell her everything that's going on. Okay, Grace, don't do anything irrational. Just think it through. Don't divorce him. He's your husband. I won't. I just need time to be alone. Okay, I'll talk to you later, Miss Yokoshoto. I love you. I love you too, said Mrs. Yokoshoto. I'll see you soon. And Grace leaves to go back to the cottage. The only safe place that Grace feels right now. Maybe what Grace needs to do is call somebody like right now. The only safe person is Marissa. So Grace thinks to herself out loud, I need to call Marissa. So Grace calls Marissa. Marissa, it's Grace. Can you meet me at the cottage? Sure, what's going on? I need to talk to you, alone, quiet. I got the 3 kids with me. I'm leaving Michael for a short time. You're leaving Michael? It's a little bit more difficult than that, but I need to talk to you about it. Okay, this sounds complicated. What's going on? Just come to the cottage. How far are you? I'm about 5 minutes away. I'll be there in 5 minutes. Okay, just get here. So Grace sits down after pacing the floors and tries to calm herself down. The 3 kids are sleeping and napping on her bed. Just then, she gets a knock at the door. Come on in. Hi, Marissa. What's going on? Well, I'll tell you what happened. Michael has a new 4th building, okay? It was grand opening, and there was a lot of decor, okay? Vanessa Harrington did the decorating of the building. He bought her flowers for decorating the building. And it was kind of like unusual, but not unusual. you know how Michael is. He buys people things. He's a generous person. But I thought he overstepped it a little too much by buying her flowers. Yeah, that is kind of overstepping it. The only person he should be buying flowers for is me, don't you think? Yeah. So I confronted him about it. And he said he was offended by the fact that I even said anything about it. And he took it very personal. And he told me, just go back to the cottage and leave. So I did. And here I am. Okay. So he told you to leave? Yeah. He said, just, if you're going to offend me, just leave. That's what he said? Yeah. So I did. I took the 3 kids. I told Miss Yokoshoda to take charge of the other 2 kids. And I'll talk to Miss Jackson about the situation. I took the other 3 kids, the little ones, and I just took them with me. And the 2 other ones are going to stay with Miss Yokoshoda in the meantime. What does this mean? I don't know what this means right now. It doesn't mean anything right now. It means we're separated until we decide what to do. He needs to learn his lesson. If he's going to open up his mouth like that and say things like that, let him sit on it. I know he doesn't mean what he says, Marissa, but, as long as I got the cottage and I have the kids, I have a right to walk away from this discussion too. Yes, you do, said Marissa. You don't have to stand for that. Let me call Miss Jackson. Hello, Miss Jackson. Hello, Grace. How are you doing? I could be doing better. I got into a big disagreement with Michael, and I have the 3 younger kids. Right now, I told Miss Yokoshoda to take charge of the other 2 children while I was taking some time away from Michael. I hope that's okay. That's fine. You're not going through a divorce or anything. No, nothing like that. I just wanted you to be aware of the situation. Well, you're not going through a separation or divorce or anything, so that's not going to be anything illegal. No, it's not. Miss Yokoshoda is perfectly able to look after the kids. Just keep us updated on the situation. I will. Okay, thank you, Miss Jackson. You're welcome. Okay, so I got the legal stuff out of the way. Yeah, they're your adopted children. You can't just leave the kids there. No, I won't. But right now, in the temporary situation, I just have to leave the kids with their grandmother because I don't want that. I don't want to take them away from their grandmother. So they're better off with their grandmother right now. I mean, am I doing the right thing, Marissa? Yeah, you're doing the right thing by letting them stay with the grandmother. They can sleep downstairs if they feel uncomfortable with the situation, We'll talk. And just then she gets a phone call from Michael. Michael went home and saw that there was nobody there. Grace, where are you? I'm at the cottage. Where's the kids? I got the 3 kids with me. Where are you at? I said I was at the cottage. Why aren't you home? I'm not coming home. Why aren't you coming home? Because of the way you talk to me. You're not going to talk to me like that over a bundle of flowers you gave to somebody. First off, you had no right to talk to me the way you talk to me. So what does that mean? Are we getting separated over this? I mean, this was opening day, Grace. I can't have this happen on opening day. This is too important to me. Can't we talk? Yeah, we can talk. Yeah, I would like to talk to you. When can we talk? Can we talk today? We could talk in an hour. How about that? Okay. Oh, said Grace. We can talk in an hour, said Michael. Can we agree on that? Said Grace. An hour will be fine. Come to the cottage and we'll talk in an hour, said Michael. And Grace agreed. Okay, I'll wait for you, said Grace. Okay, talk to you then. I love you, Grace. I love you too, said Grace. And Marissa said, well, listen, you got to work this out. We need a little time to talk. You know, I haven't been in therapy for a while. Now I can tell. Maybe you need to settle down and work this out and go to therapy again. Forget being a therapist for a change and just get some therapy. Maybe you two need to be in marriage counseling. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Marriage counseling might be the next step. hmm He's working a lot of hours and he's trying to prove all this stuff. And he's bought you beautiful rings. He's bought you beautiful necklaces. He's always gone all out for you, Grace. Don't forget all the good things he's done for you. That bundle of flowers was just his way of being thankful and appreciative. He wasn't trying to romance that girl, okay? I know how he is. I could see the flowers being over the top, though. Yeah, you can understand how I feel. Yeah, like that's just not what I want him to. He could buy her like a gift card, maybe, you know, something really general, that's informal. You know what I mean? Nothing like, oh, you know what I mean? Here he comes now. Okay, Marissa, it's time for us to part ways. Okay, keep me posted. I will, Marissa. Thank you for coming by. I'll talk to you later. Thank you, Marissa, again. As Marissa pulls out, she leaves outside the back door and goes out the back door and goes and pulls out into her car and backs out the driveway. And Michael comes up to the front door. Was that Marissa? Said Michael. Yeah, said Grace. Come on in. So Michael sits down in the chair and says, listen, Grace, we might not be able to fix this right now. It's been a long day. It was grand opening. There's a lot of hype. I didn't realize that I went that far. I probably shouldn't have sent flowers. I probably should have got a gift card. I didn't realize that I overstepped my boundaries, and I did not realize that I overstepped your boundaries, and I apologize. It won't happen again, and I apologize again. Can you accept my apology? Yes, I accept your apology. But as far as being cheating and being offended, I was offended. You don't know what I went through to get this company off the ground again. And on the opening day of all days, this is the last thing I wanted to hear. I understand. I shouldn't have said that, especially on opening day. I was wrong, and I apologize, said Grace. Please, Grace, let's try to start over here. Listen, today was a successful day. It's important to get this company off the ground, and it's important to do what we need to do to be successful as a couple. What I would say, Michael, is we need to be in marriage counseling, and we're going to have to talk to Pastor West about it. And would you agree to go to marriage counseling? I would agree to go to support counseling, yes. We need support. We need it before it ever gets to this point again. All right, let's go home. Let's clean up whatever we need to clean up. Let's lock up the cottage and go home. Let's be a family. Our kids need us. We need to be a family. All right, let's go home. As they get in the car, they head home and they head back to the house.